Okay, I'm recording it. So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Allie. I'm a diamond leader with It Works. I have been in since September of 2017, no, of 2015, my bad, of 2015. So I'm coming up on about 16, 17 months. I'm not doing the math right now. So you'll see me active on the team page. You will see me active in the chats. Jenny is also a diamond leader on the page, and then we have Melissa, who's a double diamond leader on the page. So the three of us will help anyone that we can, even if you're not on my downline. I will help if you come to me with a question. So yeah, know that if you have to go to someone, you can't find an answer, and it's not, nobody's answering you in the chats, which is very, very, very seldom. And you've exhausted all your other resources, know that you can come to either of us three. So I'm not going to bore you on my life, just because hit me up on Facebook if you want to know my deal. But so I want everybody to first I want to talk about the three things you need in this business to be successful. You have to have these three things. It's like mandatory for me. You need to have a smartphone. Obviously, if you're on the Zoom, you have something to work your business from. So check that off your list. The other two things are you're gonna need a notebook, and you're gonna need a calendar, like a planner. Okay, these are crucial to your business. Why? Because if you obviously have just started and you're talking to three people, that's great. You can remember the names of three people, I would assume. When it's 6 months in and you've talked to 300 people that have told you yes, you can't keep track of all those names. So every single time I talk to someone and they show interest in the business or they show interest in the products, I write their name down. And this helps us with Follow-Up Friday. Follow-Up Friday is the day, because it's payday for most, that we follow up with every single person on that potentials list. Just send them a short message. Hey, girl, I'm placing orders. Are you ready to start your greetings? Or, hey, girl, I have one more spot on my team, and I know how bad you need this. Are you ready to get signed up? Sometimes it takes me following up anywhere between 5 to 50 times with someone. I've had people that watch me for 3 days and sign up. I've had people that have watched me for 15 months and sign up. Here's the thing. If those people are going to watch you, right? Well, imagine if I had quit on my 14th month. Then that person that signed up on their 15th month maybe would have gone and signed up with someone else. So know that it takes time. Know that I'm sure all of you guys took your time signing up. I highly doubt any of you were just like, here's my money, I'm signing up, Understand that people need to watch you. People don't have the money for, greens the first time you talk to them. Be patient, write their name down. If they are like, yeah, I want to sign up, I'll sign up on my when I get paid. I always say, can you give me a date so I can save your name? I open up my calendar, I write down their name, and every day in the morning I open my calendar and I see whose name's there. So those are the three things that you guys absolutely 100% need for your business. You can go to Walmart and get a notebook. Mine's just like a simple like school notebook, and a calendar or a planner. Second of all, your first 30 days with this company is going to fly by. It's just going to fly by. Months are flying by right now. So the first thing that you're going to want to do for your business is you're going to want to go on your website. You're going to want to read up on the products, look at the products that you have, and write down a list of your old softball coach. Maybe you want to reach out to her because she just made a status saying that she doesn't have any energy. Or maybe your old best friend from middle school wrote a post about who knows what, needing more money. You're going to reach out to everybody. This is what we call a hundreds list, but 100 people is a lot to start with. So I want you guys to start with a 30s list. I want that to be something that you guys do tomorrow. I want you to sit down and I want you to think of 30 people off the top of your head, or on your Facebook who you know personally from the past. I know you guys have got to think of, like, even if it's your mail person or your neighbor across the street, come up with 30 people and make it a goal to talk to 3 or 5 of them every single day until you get down the list of 30 people. One of my favorite things is to ask for a favor. When I was new or when I'm pushing for promotions, I ask for a favor. I'm like, hey, Uncle Joe, I have this really huge favor. I'm going for this big promotion. Do you mind just using a product, testing out a product for me? I'll give you a huge discount, whatever it is. People that love you, they're either going to support you or they're going to question you. So you'll figure out who those people are, and don't be offended when your family and friends are like, what the hell are you doing? Because my family and friends were like that. And I was like, oh, okay, this ain't going to work. I'm going to take my butt to Instagram and find people that don't know who I am and aren't going to question me. With that being said, I want you guys to understand one thing. The more serious you are about this business, the more serious people are going to take you, okay? If you post once a week, you don't use the products, you're not consistent, they're not going to take you seriously. They're going to sign up with someone who posts every day, who knows what they're talking about, who uses the products, even if it's just the products in your kit, the wrap. Every single one of you, as soon as you get that box, need to put that wrap on and take a before and after picture and get your own results, okay? So make sure that that's the first thing that you do with your wraps in your kit. Step number 4. Where did that Boston accent come from? Step number 4. Okay, you guys, one of the major things that keeps me going on a daily basis is plugging in. Plugging in means showing up to the Zooms that your team has, showing up to the Zooms that maybe the ones that Jade has, getting on YouTube and typing in Jade Hooper and watching a couple of her YouTube videos. I have lists of really great It Works people that are way up there who've done amazing training videos. Make sure that you're plugging in, because that's going to make you feel like you're a part of the team. It's going to make you feel like you have people that are supporting you. So make sure that you're taking time to plug in to work your business. I understand that everybody's lives are like crazy. So if you can't make one, that's fine. But make sure you're making an honest effort. Okay. I want to explain something to you guys. And I want you guys to really think about this, okay? Because it was a huge aha moment for me. It was something that clicked in my brain, and I was like, oh, snap, that makes sense. So we were all raised in a generation, unless maybe your parents are entrepreneurs, which they may be, we're raised in a generation that goes like this. You work for an hour, and I'll give you $9.25. You work for another hour and I'll give you another $9.25. You work for an hour and I'll give you another $9.25. You mow my lawn, I'll give you $20. You ride my horse, I'll give you $35. You do this, and I'll pay you as soon as that happens. Guess what? That's not It Works. So if you guys think you're going to put in an hour of work and get paid $9.25, you're in the wrong business. Hate to burst bubbles. Here's the deal with entrepreneurs and residual income, which is what this is. You guys have to understand that this is how your business is going to work. You're going to work, get paid. 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 Get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid. I still do the same work every single day that I did from the day that I started. I've built my team. I've built my customers up, and I make a residual income. If I take one day off, which I don't, but if I had to take a day off because of a family emergency, my check's still going to be the same, residual income. So understand that if you don't put, if you're just going to work this as a part-time job, understand you're going to make part-time pay, and going to be disappointed if you think that this business is going to be, you work 9:25 and I'm going to give you, you work an hour and I'm going to give you 9:25. I don't say this to scare you. I say this because I want you to understand that Rome was not built in a day. You did not sign up and they start dropping $500 in your account. When I say if you work this like a hobby, and I'm going to talk about this later on, I'm talking about not being consistent. Because guess what? When I started this job, when I promoted 3 times in 2 months, when I made $3,000 worth of bonuses, I was working 40 plus hours a week. I was volunteering for the rescue. I was going to school full time. I was being a dog mom and a girlfriend and having a house. So don't think that I just got like this because I sat around all day and I didn't have a job, and I worked my butt off, so I had the luxury of quitting my job. And a lot of it was at night. I was a nanny during the day. The kids were running around dumping like whole friggin' bags of sugar on the floor and eating it. Like, I wasn't on my phone all day. But when I came home and we were sitting having dinner, or I was like, after I got out of the shower and I was drying off and I was sitting in my towel, I was making sure to work with intention. So every single time I go to the bathroom, no matter where I am, I make it my goal to message 5 people. Because then I know that even if my day is crazy and I don't get in bed till 12 o'clock and I'm, out like a light 5 minutes after that, I know that throughout the day I've made a conscious effort to work my business. I want you guys to understand that you cannot start this by making excuses. That is one of those things that I just can't get over, and I think it's part of this business. But to me, it's either you do or you don't. Why can't I talk? Either you do or you don't. That's what I meant to say. So if I say, okay, I'm having a Zoom, and you're like, yeah, I'll be there. And then, 10 minutes before you're like, oh, I have to walk my pet giraffe outside, can't be there. I don't care what your excuse is. Either you're going to be on the Zoom or you're not. This is your business, and that goes into self-discipline. So your excuses, whatever you tell yourself as an excuse, I'm not like sitting here to be like, no excuses, but just understand that your excuses don't affect anyone else on the team but yourself. So I don't want to hear that I'm too busy to post, my pet turtle died, I'll follow people tomorrow, can you do this, can you do that? I don't want to hear that. Just because I know plenty of people who have busy lives. You're not the only one who has 13 cows and 27 chickens. Like, there are other people in this business who are in similar situations that you're in right now, that have taken this business and run with it all the way to the top of the company. So it is possible. Anybody can be successful in this business. That's why I love it. You don't have to be a certain type of person, but understand that it does take self-discipline. I can sit here and preach to you guys all day long, motivating quotes. I can give you guys daily tasks. I can do everything that I do, have a copy and paste. I can do all these things, but if you're not willing to have the self-discipline, to pick up your phone even when you're tired, then I can't do anything about that. No motivation will keep you going longer than self-discipline. So, let's see. Product of the product. I was saying this about the wrap. If you don't have any products right now, you're going to get the wraps in your kit. As soon as you get those wraps, put one on. Take a before picture and take an after picture. And no, everybody can use our wraps. It doesn't matter who you are. If you, anybody can use our wrap. So don't think that. I remember Brianna, she's not on here, but Brianna didn't try the wraps for the longest time. She's like, Allie, I weigh 100 pounds. Like, I don't need the wraps. And I was like, girl, that's not what the wraps do. Like, they tighten and tone your skin. Matt is like, literally, he could eat 35 hamburgers and you wouldn't know. But that's not, the wrap isn't going to make you skinnier. It's just going to tighten and tone your skin. So anybody can get results no matter where they put them. You can do your thighs, your butt, your boobs, your arms, whatever you want to do. Being a product of the product is important. And that goes into running your 80 BV auto ship every month. I know when I started, I didn't have $80 to spend. I was like, girl, I just spent $99. Like, I ain't got $80. But as soon as you start making paychecks that can cover your auto ship, I suggest that you know, even if you're making $100, I was spending that $100 on my products because nothing sells more than showing people that I use these products, that I'm faithful to them, and that I love them. So I want to talk about the social media side of things, because this is a very social media team. Not that we don't do events, and not that we don't do parties, but I've worked my whole entire business on social media. That's how I've gotten the success that I have today. So I first want to talk about posting. Here's the deal with posting. You'll hear people talk about the 3-3 rule. You'll see me post 8 times a day, right? And you guys are seeing me post 8 times a day going, Allie, what the hell? I cannot post 8 times a day. I don't even know what I would post 8 times a day. Like, I can't do that. I want you guys to understand that I started off posting 2 times a day. I was like, all right, 2 times, 1 in the morning, 1 at dinner. Like, I can do 2 times a day. So that's what I started with. I posted It Works posts in the morning so that my followers had all day for it to show up in their timelines. And then at night, I'd post a picture of my dog or what I had for dinner, or an inspirational quote off Pinterest, or something that had nothing to do with It Works. So that's where I want everybody to start. And if you're rocking on 2, you're like, okay, I can do 2, throw 1 in at lunchtime, throw 4 in the day, throw 5 in, and build yourself up. Airplane mode, there's a great post on it. I'll bump it up to the top of the page after this. So another rule that I live by is you never want to have 2 It Works posts next to each other. That is a huge no-no. You should never post It Works, It Works, It Works personal post, okay? Every single time I post, it's It Works related, personal. It Works related, personal. Because guess what? To be completely honest, people don't really give a crap about this, okay? They think we're all insane. They think that we're like selling, I don't even know, think we're selling drugs on Facebook. Like, they don't really care. So if they start following me because they like my pit bulls, and then I just so happen to throw a post in there about greens, and they're like, oh, snap, yeah, those greens sound good. That's what's going to attract people to you. If you're just a walking billboard, if you're just throwing out spammy posts, nobody's going to really be like, oh, yeah. Like, they're just going to be like, oh, she's just like another It Works distributor. You want to stand out. Let's see. Okay, so your product posts and your before and afters. So say it's me holding Fat Fighters, or you holding wraps, or a picture of a wrap before and after, greens before and after. That's what's going to get you your customers, okay? That is what's going to make people see, oh, snap, that looks like a good product. I want to try it. They're going to like it. You send them a message, and that's how you sign up loyal customers. Distributors come with life posts. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, distributors do not come easy when you first start. All of you guys who are new should just be focusing on loyal customers, okay? That's where I made my money first. That's where, I'm not saying don't focus on distributors, but you guys really, here's the thing, people want to watch you. People are not stupid. They know that you just started 2 weeks ago. They know that there's a chance that you're going to quit, because 75% of their friends on Facebook that sign up have quit. So they're not going to be like, oh, yeah, let me run and sign up with her really quick because I know she's not going to quit, all right? So they're going to need time to watch you. They're going to want to see how invested you are. They're going to want to see how consistent you are. They want to trust that if they're going to spend $99, they're going to have 100% of your attention as a leader. So don't get offended when everybody doesn't like run to you and are like, yeah, I'm signing up as an It Works distributor, okay? So that's why I want you guys to focus on getting your first, 5, 10 loyal customers while working on your life posts. Now I can all see you guys in your head saying, but Allie, I've made no money with It Works yet. How am I going to make a life post? And I'm going to tell you that you don't have to like make money with It Works. One of the biggest things that attracts people to me, one of the biggest reasons I get people in my inbox is because I'm the one person on their timeline who's talking about her dreams, who's talking about what she's going to accomplish in life, who's saying that she's going to go out and pay off her mom's mortgage. People are like, what? If this girl thinks she can pay off her mom's mortgage, then maybe I do need to pay attention to what she's saying. So you don't have to make money. You just have to talk about, you know, I signed up because an extra $500 would be so great. It would mean that I could save money towards vet bills. It means that I could, you know, X, Y, and Z. There are 100 different reasons that you may need $500. So that's one of the things that took me a little while to get out of my comfort zone. I lived this like perfect life on social media, and I was like, oh, I'm not ruining this. I'm not telling people I can't afford tampons. All of a sudden, I told people I couldn't afford tampons, and literally I had like 7 messages in my inbox being like, girl, I thought I was the only one. Like, I can't believe you said that because I can't afford tampons either. So you need to be that message because no one else is going to post about it, and you have something that can help them buy tampons. So I'm not saying go all out. Obviously, you guys are probably like, this girl's on crack if she thinks I'm going to post about not being able to afford tampons. But work yourself into that. Talk about, I was at the grocery store and my card got declined, and it was super embarrassing. And I'm just thankful for It Works because I know that things are about to change. You now have a business. Social media is your business. So people are watching you. Whether or not they're liking your posts, they're watching you. So if you want to get on there and bash Donald Trump or talk about your ugly opinions on abortion, I'm not saying like your opinion's ugly. I'm saying you want to talk ugly about it, or you want to do all that, people are going to be like, oh, well, she feels this way about Donald Trump. I'm not buying her products. Trust me, it happens. My Facebook is my business. I'm one of the most opinionated people, but even when I'm talking about dog rescue, I make it so that it's not bashing anyone. It's not offending anyone. So if you cuss, keep your cussing to a minimum. So yeah, I think that's, one thing that really helps is taking hundreds of random pictures. Okay, so when I started, I love taking pictures. I love taking pictures. It's always been my strong suit, okay? Like, I have like 8,000 pictures on my camera roll on my phone. Like, I'm just a picture freak. Other people are like, Allie, I don't even know what to post about. So try to, I guess, train yourself. If you see a flower popping out of the concrete, like you could write something about positive about that, find a quote about a flower in concrete, whatever. Try to start taking more pictures so you have more things to post about. For example, like taking a picture of baby formula, even if you don't have kids and you're walking down the grocery store and take a picture of baby formula and you're like, I cannot imagine having to spend this much money. I don't know how moms do it. Something like that. Following wise, when I signed up, that was like my obsession. And to this day, it is my favorite part of this whole entire business. Maybe it's because I'm super freaking nosy. Like, maybe it's because I just love, like, stalking people on Instagram. I don't know. I, like, get some, like, I feel like it's 11 o'clock and I'm laying in my bed and my dog's snoring, but I'm looking at pictures and I, like, think I'm in, like, France or something because this girl has a really cool Instagram. So number one tip I can give you is the more eyes on you, the more customers you're going to get. It is a direct reflection of how many people are following you equals how many customers you're going to get. So say you have 30 followers. Well, then you're only going to get like 15 customers. Say you have 300 followers. Well, then you're going to get 150 customers. Obviously, those numbers aren't right, but I'm just trying to tell you guys, I guess, how you can look at it. So following is really important. Messaging. I know that a lot of people on my team have had to overcome the fear of messaging. And I think it's because a lot of you guys look at it like you're being pushy, or you're like being salesy, or you don't want to blow people's inbox up, or I don't know. But I can tell you this, 99% of my customers I message first. Let me say that again. 99% of my customers I message them first. Why is that, Allie? Because 9 times out of 10, unless someone's really interested and really looking for a health product, they're not going to message you. So say I post about the greens and 23 people like it. I'm going to send a message to every single one of those 23 people. And I'm going to say, hey, girl, thanks for the love on my post. Are you interested in learning more about the greens? That's it. I don't look at it like I'm like a salesperson. I look at it like, these products rock. I know they can do for your body. So I'm offering you the chance to like change your life, which I know is a little extreme, but that's how I look at it. So messaging, if you guys ever need a cold message script, I can get one for you. I try to post them so that you guys can use them. Okay. So this is what I want to talk about for those of you that have joined recently. You guys just came into the busiest season with It Works, okay? Busiest season. Literally, this is called Boom Season because from January to April, June, we have tax season, we have spring break, we have New Year's resolutions. These are when people are going to buy your products the most, okay? But here's the thing. You're going to see a lot of us on the page who are pushing for promotions. And as your leaders, we're going to do everything that we possibly can to show you guys how to push for promotions too. But I really want you guys to understand that you cannot compare the beginning of your journey to the middle of someone else's. I don't want you guys to look at me who's enrolled whatever, 3 distributors, and think that you're failing because you just signed up a week ago and you're not keeping up with me, or you're not keeping up with the people that are enrolling all of these customers, okay? By no means am I saying that you can just brush it off like, I'm new, it's fine. Like, it's fine, I'm new, it's okay. But I want you guys to understand that because we're in boom season, you're gonna see a lot of promotions. You're gonna see bonuses being earned. You're gonna see people welcoming new people to our page all the time. And I don't want anybody to get discouraged, because here's the thing. This is gonna be like one of the key things that I want you guys to remember. This is how our whole entire business works. The work that you put in this month is going to pay off in 3 months. The work you put in this month, because it takes a person an average of 3 months to decide they want to sign up, is going to pay off in 3 months. So if you just started, you don't have those 3 months in the past, right? So you guys are just starting to build your networks now. I've been doing this for 17 months. I have people that have been watching me for 15 months, for 12 months, for 6 months, for 3 months. And they're finally ready. They're like, yeah, okay, I've watched you long enough. Like, I'm going to join now. Understand that you guys are new. Not only do you have people watching you because they want to trust you, but it's going to take, it usually takes me following up with someone 4 or 5 times a week before they decide to sign up. Does that make sense, everyone? Yep, nodding heads. Okay, good. Okay, so I want you guys to understand that you guys did come in boom season. And if you take full advantage of boom season, you will reap the benefits of it. But understand that so many of us on this page have been building our markets for a long time. And, 3 months from now, if you work this business really hard, 3 months from now, you're going to have your boom season, your boom month. And if you take next month off, well, 3 months from them, you're going to feel the effects of taking a month off. I promise. So, you guys want to be ignorance on fire. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. It's like one of my favorite sayings. Ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. And what I mean by this is there's no like it works rule book. Like we have eSuite and it does have our rules to our company, but this is a learn as you go business. You're gonna need to ask 30,000 questions. You're gonna like message the person you signed up with and you're gonna be like, okay, I'm blowing up your phone, but can I ask you this question? That's what we're here for. I know the more questions you ask me, the more invested you are in learning about this business and being successful. So don't ever feel like you're annoying us or you're asking too many questions. Asking questions is how you're going to learn. Reading the team page, getting in the newbies chat and scrolling up for the day and seeing what questions were asked, that's how I learned. Getting on the YouTube trainings, that is how I learned. There's no like It Works millionaire class that you take and all of a sudden you just know everything. I still ask questions all the time. And like I said, I've been doing this for 17 months. So ignorance on fire. Doesn't matter if you don't know it, just go. Just take off and go. Like you'll learn as you go. You don't need to get your kit to get started. You don't need just go, go, go. And this is the last thing I'm going to say before I open it up to questions. I'm going to say two things. One, posting is not asking. Okay? Posting is not asking. That's where it comes in. You want to post so that people pay attention to you and people see the products and that grabs people's attention. But posting is not asking. So, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. I'm going to tell you my personal thing that I found. Obviously, I've been doing this for a while now. And here's what happens, okay? People sign up. They sign up, and they get their first 4 to 6 customers, usually family, friends. They're like, wow, 4 customers in a month. I'm killing it. Oh, my gosh, another customer? Wow, this is great. I'm so great at it. Works. This is going to be awesome. Woohoo, I'm so pumped. Obviously, you should be excited. Any customer, I still celebrate. I do a little dance party every time I sign someone up. But here's the problem. You're going to use up your warm market, which is your friends and family, and they're going to become those 6 customers, and you're going to be like, I'm rocking and rolling. You're going to be pumped, right? And then either your friends and family are going to be like, okay, I've signed up everybody that cares. The rest of my family and friends don't care, and I promise they will come around. You're going to use up your family and friends, right? And then you're going to be like, okay, but I still need customers, so you're being silly. I still need customers, so, and you're going to have to switch from your warm market, who you're comfortable talking to, who you have been friends or family with for years, who you grew up with. This is your comfort zone is your warm market, and you're going to use all of them up, and you're going to have to switch to your cold market. Cold market strangers on Instagram and Facebook. And here's what happens. You go from being pumped about getting 6 customers in a month, and while you're transitioning to your cold market, you're going to feel like your loyal customers drop down, right? And that is when 99% of people quit this business. 99% of people quit this business because they use up their warm market, they get their first 5 and 6 customers, and then they stop enrolling for a month because they had to switch to Instagram. And they have this moment of self-doubt. And all of a sudden their great uncle Larry makes a comment about it being a scam. And they see a status from someone back in high school saying, shut up about your raps. And they get discouraged and they quit. And so I'm here to tell you, if you want to get a head start, if you don't want to have that plateau in the middle, if you don't want to feel like you've used up your whole market and now you just are not enrolling anyone, the key is to build your cold market while you work your warm market. So while you're reaching out to your family and your friends and getting those first 5 to 6 customers, you need to be starting to build relationships on Instagram. You need to be following people every day. You need to be reaching out to people every day. That's why I never had that plateau, because my friends and family right off the bat, I was like kind of the first person in my hometown out of, now I have literally like the North Shore area covered in distributors. I was the first one and they didn't want anything to do with it. So I didn't even have a chance with my warm market. I had to go right to my cold market. So I never experienced that plateau. And it wasn't until I started seeing people sign up, get 6 customers and quit, that I was like, wait a minute. It's because they're having this like lull in between switching from their from their warm market to their cold market. So if you want to start working your cold market, that's being active on Instagram. That's following every day. That's sending out messages to the people that like your posts. That is making sure you're posting consistently every day with those 2 posts or 3 posts. That is commenting on people's, I comment all the time and I'm like, girl, nice headband. Like, where'd you get that? Or girl, your horse is so cute. I love that halter. If you can get them to talk back to you, they'll see your posts more in their newsfeed. Everybody understand that with Facebook and Instagram. If you can get someone to reply back to you, your posts are going to start showing up more in their newsfeed. So start asking questions to get them to reply back and answer you. So yeah, warm market to cold market. I think that's it. Let me just double check. Goodness gracious. This notebook is a mess. Okay. Compliance and photos. So compliance. Back when I started, you could post any before and after picture you found. The problem is that people started posting before and after pictures that weren't of our products, and the company started getting in trouble for it. So you will see people post before and afters that don't have the black or white corporate approved box. They shouldn't be doing that. That is super, you can get in trouble. You can have your business taken away for that. I have got messages before from compliance saying, hey, you have a distributor underneath you. Somebody reported her. I don't know who it was. Maybe some old bitter person. Somebody reported her. She has uncompliant pictures on her Instagram. As her upline, you need to help her fix this. And she got an email too. So that we all don't get in trouble, do not post uncompliant pictures. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so I want you guys to find your thing. I'm not a mom. I can't really work the mom market, all right? I do have moms on my team because I relate to them as a person, but it's not like I post pictures of my kids all day and I relate to them with that. But I do have pit bulls and I do love to rescue. So chances are, if you're on my team, you probably have a rescued dog or a horse, or you just think I'm really cool. So with that being said, and it takes some time, find your theme, your niche. I think it's niche. That's what I say. Find that, whether it may be, whatever it is, and use that, because that is what people are going to connect with. Because when I'm at the barn and I post a picture and I'm like, wait, I'm on my horse and I just signed up a distributor, all of these girls that have horses that are watching me are going, what? She's making money while she's riding? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And all of a sudden they're in my inbox saying, how are you making money while you're riding? So I also follow a lot of pit bull and horse people. And so they're my market and I connect with them. Does that make sense to everybody? And if you have any questions, I know this is like a fast forward version, but if you have questions about something that I'm talking about that like hasn't been cleared up, or I'm about to open it for questions. I can answer them. But that was something that really helped. It really helped me get my business started because I had people could relate to me. This is really the last thing I'm going to say because I know I keep saying that, but this is really the last thing I'm going to say. I want you guys to think of your Instagram and your Facebook as a clothing store, okay? I get that you didn't invest $25,000 into your It Works business, so it's a lot easier to throw $99 away than it is to throw $2,500 or $1,000 away. But I want you to think of this, okay? You live in this cute little town, mom and pop shops all over, everyone loves spending money, and you buy a little boutique, right? And you're selling like thrift shop clothes in this little town. You have this wicked cute storefront. This is your It Works business, your storefront. But you're only open 1 hour a day. How many people can come in that 1 hour a day? 5 or 6? What about that mom who just got off night shift that wants to stop at 7 o'clock in the morning? Well, if you're only open at 11 o'clock at night, she's not even going to know you're open. She's not going to be able to come buy things for you. And what about that, I don't know, that college kid who's at school all day until 5 o'clock and wants to come into your store and buy stuff, but you're not open at 5 o'clock. Same thing with posting. Well, if you only post at 7 a.m., you're missing all the people that are on Instagram at 5 p.m. That is why being consistent is important, because not everybody's on social media at the same time. Not everybody's on social media at the same time. So understand that this is a business. You did not invest $25,000. But if you treat this like a business that you did invest $25,000, I promise you your paychecks will exceed that for the next 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. So, okay, I'm going to open it. I see this chat. So this chat thing's going on. Ariel, you have your hand raised. Wait, hold on. Oh, Emily, no, I seriously, that's how I, got to where I was, because I was showering, quick 5 messages before I get in. It really is it's not about the time you spend, you guys. Listen, I'm home all day, and I promise you that it was easier for me to work my business when I worked 40-plus hours, was rescuing, and was going to school, because I had a set schedule. And every single day that schedule was the same. Now I'm I'm going to message. And then I'm oh, wait, the dogs need to go out. And I should probably go check the mail. And all of a sudden it's 4 o'clock. And I'm wow, there goes that day. So as long as you're intentional with your time, you're good. Daily tasks. Well, that's why I do them, Jesse, because I know that when I didn't have daily tasks when I started. And you'll notice that Melissa and Jenny are very different leaders than I am. Jenny's more in the chat and technical. Melissa's very behind the scenes, but knows everything that's going on. And I'm all up in your face, we're going to do this as a team. So I try to do daily tasks because I know that I love having okay, today I'm going to send 25 of this message, and then I'll send 25. So I'm glad that works for you guys. Yeah, I know. Jesse and Ariel watched me for 18 and 15 months. But imagine if I had quit. I probably followed up with Jesse 37,000 times. And she was probably okay, I get it, but I don't have $99. And I'm hey, girl, join my team. And finally she did. So paid off. Doesn't that make them automatically follow you? I'm confused. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, when you reply back. Not on Instagram or on Facebook, but when I find that every time while I'm following, here you go. You're going to see a lot of people get in Instagram jail. I don't know if I was grandfathered in, but I'm telling you guys, I message anywhere from 300 to 500 people a day and try to follow at least 200 to 300. And the last time I was in Instagram jail was probably last year this time. because I'm intentional with I'm not just going follow. So maybe it takes a little bit longer for me to follow 20 people than it does when you just go down the list and click follow. But I go to their profile and I like a couple of pictures and I make a comment, and I don't go down the list, and I'm picky about who I follow. Not in a sense that I don't want to give everyone this opportunity, but in a sense that I don't want just, I'll give anybody the chance to be on my team, but I know what I look for in teammates. So I'm not just going to message 35 people, hey, do you want to be on my team? Because I may come across a profile and I'm like, I'm going to send this girl about being a loyal customer because I don't know if she has, what it takes to be an entrepreneur or whatever. Okay. So does anybody want to unmute yourself? Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to talk? Anybody?
I do.
I knew it would. I knew you would.
Oh, of course. Okay, great. Because I love talking. So for the new kids, can you kind of explain what Boom Season actually is so they can kind of have an idea of what to expect and what it actually is?
Yeah.
I know you mentioned it, so I'm just thinking for all the new kids that just signed up, they probably have no idea what it is.
No, you are totally right. Hold on. No, I'm listening. Hold on.
And you probably have 14,000 messages from me.
No, seriously, sometimes I just want to throw my phone out the window. But I love my job and I love being a leader. But I know that if you message me and I don't respond back, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I really just, I'm one of those people that I want to help everyone, and sometimes that gets me in trouble because I'm helping 37,000 people at once. I'm like, okay. So, like I kind of touched on, if you had an ice cream shop, chances are when there's 2 feet of snow and there's a blizzard, you're not going to have a line around the block, right? Especially if you're on the beach. It's hella cold on the beach when it's snowing and it's windy and it's the middle of winter in Massachusetts. You're not going to be selling ice cream. Maybe here and there, maybe you have that froyo that everybody loves, but your sales are not going to be as up in the winter as they are in the summer because of the business you're in. Same thing with us. Although we sell health products, and I sell health products every single month, all year round, when people are trying to accomplish New Year's resolutions, when people are thinking about vacations in the spring, when people are thinking about spring break, when people are getting all their tax money back, when people are thinking about summer and being in a bikini, when people are thinking about getting married, when people are, the list goes on for things that people want to get skinny for from January to, usually around July, it starts to slow down because people are like, well, 1 month left of summer, it's fine. I've been in a bikini this long. So this is our busiest season from January until April. So in order to take advantage of that, and in order to reap all the benefits of it, I want you guys to understand that every single one of us on this team gets 100 no's a day, if not more. 100 people ignore my message every single day. It just happens. But that means if 100 people say no, then I'm pretty close to someone saying yes. So you can't take no's personally. How I take them is, it's not no, it's just not right now. I've had hundreds of people tell me no, tell me to stop messaging them, telling me I'm annoying. And then about 2 months later, they message me and they're like, so tell me about those hair, skin, and nails. And I'm like, yeah, I knew you'd be back. Because no doesn't mean no. It just means not right now. I either don't have the money, I'm not really trusting you. I don't want to see, I haven't seen the products enough times, etc. So don't be discouraged by the no's, and know that a yes is coming. Okay, you guys, people want our products. We have a product that no other company has. No other company has this wrap, okay? Not to bash any other companies, but I can buy mascara at Walmart, okay? I can buy leggings at Walmart too. I'm all for supporting home-based businesses. But when I was broke and couldn't feed my dogs, definitely wasn't buying mascara, I'll tell you that much. But even when I started this company and I had a little bit more cash, people from Unique, I have a really great friend that does Unique. I have a really great friend that does LuLaRoe. But I was like, okay, $20, but I can just get it for $10 at Walmart. That's not the case. You cannot get the wrap anywhere else, and those results, you guys, are going to sell themselves.
Rectangle.
So take advantage fully of the fact that this is boom season. Tax money, people, gosh, the statuses I've been seeing lately, people are willing to spend their tax money on just about anything. So if you're going to pitch them something about, hey, I got these really great detox greens, $33 a month, they're thinking, well, I just spent $1,000 on a shopping spree, so what's $30 for my health? Focus on your loyal customers right now. Don't get distracted with trying to focus on distributors, because they really do come with time. Jenny, for example, didn't sign her first distributor until her 8th month mark. Okay, so it really does come with time. It takes practice. It takes them seeing your posts all the time. I want you guys to just focus on loyal customers and sending those messages out, working on your Instagram. Here's the thing. You guys are probably watching the posts on the team page, in the chats. People are asking a million questions. You don't even understand what they're asking because you don't even understand what it's about. You guys are probably like, there's a million things going on at once. How am I going to focus on 35 things? I don't even know, what the greens do. I get it. It's like okay to be overwhelmed. But if you get to the point where you're overwhelmed, you need to tell somebody. Nobody's going to be mad I will never be mad if you come to me and you're like, Allie, this is just a lot for me right now. Like, you know what I'm going to tell you to do? I'm going to say, put your phone down for a night, turn it off, mute the chats, go watch a movie on Netflix, and let's come back tomorrow and figure out how to do this step by step. Let's figure out a schedule specific to you. What's going to work for you, how you can fit posting, messaging, and following in one day while keeping your sanity. So I don't want you guys getting overwhelmed by the chats and the team page, because I know it can get overwhelming. I know. And like I said, a lot of us on the team page have been doing this for 10 months, for 8 months, for 4 months, and you guys are brand new. Most of you guys are brand new, and we're here to help you, to love you. We're going to support you no matter what. I will be your biggest fan. I will cheer on anybody. You guys see me anytime someone gets shout out on the team page, I'm the first one to be like, rock it. That's another huge thing, being a part of the team page. You guys, probably before I got on the Zoom, you all knew who I was because I'm active on the team page. I cheer all of you on, even if you're not on my team. I'm still your number one fan. Do you know how good it feels, for me to get shouted out for something? I know what it feels like to be recognized. And we don't do this job for recognition, but it sure feels good when someone notices that you're making an effort at something you're unsure of or, nervous about or learning how to do. So.
Shout out Champion about the firefighter. Thank you.
Yep. All right.
One more thing for me.
Okay.
Can you explain to the new kids, because they're going to come across the pyramid scheme thing, and explain the difference between our business and the pyramid scheme, because it's bound to happen pretty much instantaneously.
Yeah, no, I'll explain it. So here's the thing, you guys. When people post those statuses about it works, you can sit there and argue all day, but you're not going to change their minds, because some people are just uneducated. They just don't get it. It's fine. They still live with their Nokia phone where they play Snake and have to press the letter 17. People just don't get it, okay? My mom, for the longest time, did not get it. And so you're going to run across statuses where people like to run their mouths about things that they've never tried or don't know anything about. And for the longest time, I just wanted to sit there on my keyboard and write them millions of paragraphs about how wrong they were. But that's what they're looking for. They're looking to get something out of me. They're looking for me to be mad. the best way to piss those people off is to pretend you don't notice and be really good at this. Everybody stopped talking about me back at home when I showed them that, one, I'm not quitting, and that, two, this is my lifestyle. When I embraced it as a lifestyle, they stopped questioning me because I was taking it seriously. And they knew at this point, after their 37 statuses that didn't make me mad, that they should probably just shut up because I didn't care. So, but the pyramid scheme, you're going to hear that. I still hear it. It's just something that you're going to hear. Let me tell you guys something. Pyramid schemes are illegal. They're literally illegal. People that participate in pyramid schemes can be brought to jail for a felony because it's illegal. So know that nothing we're doing is illegal, or all of us at the conference, I'm pretty sure, would have been cuffed and stuffed. So it's not illegal. Pyramid schemes, this is what happens. You invest $20, and then you go find 12 people to invest $20. And you make $1 out of those $20. And all the money goes higher up to whoever started the pyramid scheme. You guys can look this up on Wikipedia. The money goes higher up, but they don't have products. Pyramid schemes don't have products. I don't have to recruit anyone. Some of my biggest paychecks, like when I first signed up, I didn't have anyone underneath me. I was strictly selling products for commissions. So right there proves that we're not a pyramid scheme, because we have legitimate products that get shipped to you and that you use, and we make a commission. Same way if you earned a GMC. Same way if you earned a GMC car dealership, right? Or protein, whatever the health store is. When you sell a car, what happens? You make commissions off of it. You just sold them a legitimate item. That is the same thing we're doing here, you guys. So don't let anybody tell you this is a pyramid scheme, because they're literally just uneducated and don't know what a pyramid scheme is. Guess what? Every single business structure is shaped like a pyramid. Look at a school. Who's on top? The principal. Who's underneath? The vice principal. Who's underneath that? The teachers. Who's underneath that? The janitor. Who's underneath that? All the kids. What is that? A pyramid. You have a CEO, then you have a manager, then you have a supervisor, then you have a manager, then you have all the employees. What's that? A pyramid. So when people like to say that, though, I literally just ignore them. Like, I don't even answer. Like, I literally just block and delete them, because I'm like, I don't need your negativity in my life. Like, I literally don't. But if you ever come across that and someone's like really trying to challenge you, send me a message and I can help you work through it. Honestly, if they think it's a pyramid scheme, you're probably not going to change their minds. And like I said, the best way to make haters mad is to be good at this and let them know that you don't care what they're saying. You really don't. Because guess what? I'm pretty sure if Sally from back in high school was here every week writing my bills, then maybe I'd care what you talk about. But since no one's paying my bills but myself, I think I got this under control, guys. So, do we have any other questions? Oh my goodness, my throat. You guys, I don't bite. You can ask questions. Nope. Oh, how do we get paid? Okay. Our pay period is from the first day of the month to the last day of the month. Okay. For February, it was from February 1st to February 28th. Yeah, 28th. So say you joined on February 14th. You're going to get paid from what you do from the 14th to the end of the month. Our pay period's from the 1st to the last day of the month. Okay, so February 1 to 28th goes by. On March 8th, you're going to find out how much you made. They're not going to pay you yet. They're going to show you how much your paycheck is. So if you disagree with them, they've never been wrong with mine, but if you disagree with them, you have time to message, submit a support ticket, whatever. The 15th is when when we get paid. So for everything you do in February, you'll see what you made on the 7th of March, and then you'll get paid on the 15th. And then you're going to go March 1 to March 31st, and then you're going to get paid. You're going to see what you made in April 7th, and you're going to get paid on April 15th. If your first paycheck is less than $20, it will be added to your next month's paycheck. Yeah, makes sense? Okay. Okay. So we get paid once a month, except for when you get your weekly bonuses. Then you get them on Fridays. And you get a weekly.
If it's your first Zoom, you can press the lower left button to unmute yourself to speak.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know.
I just thought of that.
No, good thing you said that. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to stop recording this. Stop